Hello everyone, it's Vicki again. I'm going to do another bag review today for you. I just did the Synapse 19 from Tom Bin, and this was my other travel companion on my trip to Chicago. This is the Tenba Switch 8. This is a bag I picked up about a month or so ago, and I've been using it, trying it out, testing it out to see how I liked it. And overall, the review is going to be a good one. So let's get started. This is a shoulder bag, and it has a seatbelt-like strap that is not removable. It is permanently attached to the side of the bags, and it is a little thinner than I would like. I would prefer if it was a little bit on the wider side. Overall, the strap is comfortable, but I would prefer that it was a little bit wider. There is some rubber, a little rubber strip, and it's a little bit thicker in the center here than it is on the side, and it does grip pretty well. I have a tendency for bags to fall off my shoulder, and this holds pretty nicely. When you adjust the length of the strap, you need to take care to adjust it on both sides. Otherwise, this strip is not going to be centered, and therefore it won't do its job. So it's important that you adjust the strap on both sides. The bag overall, for the most part, is a nylon material except for the cover. The cover is like a pleather on the outside and then nylon on the inside. What sets this apart from other bags this size and this type is that it's called the Switch because the top is removable. There's a zipper on the inside that you can see right here, and it simply zips and the top will come off. And what that allows you to do is to purchase other tops, different colors. I think they're all the same fabric, or they might be nylon, some of them. But it allows you, they have red, they have camouflage, they have some other colors, and so you can do that. The other thing I like about the Tenba bag is that it has a zipper on the top that allows you to get at your gear right from the top without opening up the camera bag. So that's great if you're a street shooter and you want to access your gear without opening the bag. It's really easy to do that, and it's a wide opening when you do, open up the bag, so you can get at your equipment very quickly. So I really like that. The other thing that's different in this bag than most camera bags is that, or most camera bags that I have, I should say, is there's no Velcro. It's magnetic. So when you open it up and put it down, it clasps quickly using a magnetic closure. It does have two snaps right here in case you have items inside the bag that will make the top float a little bit higher. When I was traveling, I had an umbrella because we ran into some rain, and I had the umbrella setting on top, which made me use the other strap, other snap. So you can, if you need it more secure, just use one of these snaps. I have to say it's not the most secure snap in the world. When I snapped it on, it can come up pretty easily. So if you're really into security and not wanting people to get into your bag, this might not be the bag for you. But I like the convenience of quick access using the magnetic closure and also the quick access from the top. So those are some of my big pluses for this bag. Again, it's attractive looking. It's not big. This is probably one of the smaller ones. I think this Switch, they may have one smaller. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't do my research before this video, but they do have larger ones. But this one is a perfect street bag size for me. So let's take a look at some other components of the bag. Another feature of the Tenba Switch 8 that I really like is that there are these mesh pockets on either side of the bag. And a lot of the bags, street bags that I carry, do not have this. But I really like this because it allows me to carry a water bottle, which if you're out for a day of street shooting and you may not have access to a convenience store, it's great to have some water with you. So what I have in the side pocket right now is just a pack of gum, but you can put a full-size water bottle in the side pocket, and it carries it very nicely. So you have the option of having one on either side, which gives you, again, the flexibility to put gum in one side, water in another. My eyeglass case fits perfectly in the side pocket right there. Easy access. So that's really handy. I really like that. They included that in this bag. The back pocket is a zippered pocket, and I love it for one reason. I have my travel, I was using this when I just got back from Chicago, and I still have my travel documents in there. So you can fold an 8.5 by 11 size paper, fits in there perfectly. But I love my iPad mini, and I have my iPad mini in a case that has a keyboard. So it makes it much thicker than just carrying the mini on its own, because as you know, if you own a mini, it's very thin. But this bag fits this, and I can zip it up and carry my mini with me wherever I go. So it fits in the back. Of course, it's going to make the bag weightier, but if you needed to have your little portable camera photography editing kit with you, you have your camera, you have your mini with your Snapseed or whatever photo editing stuff you use on your mobile devices, fits right in here, and you're all set. So I love that about this bag, is that it fits that mini with the case attached. So very important for me that it fits that. So I love that about this bag. Let's take a look at, again, the front, which you have the magnetic closure or the snap, and then you have, and it also folds very flat, which I like that. It's not a big bulky cover. In the front, we have another zippered pocket here that has two zippers rather than the back one only has one, but the front has two. And then inside you'll find an area to put your business card, two mesh pockets where I have my my Chicago Ventra ticket, no longer need that for the L train, a simple little cloth for your lens, my field notes, don't leave home without it. That's on one side of the mesh pocket. On this side, I have business cards. I have wipes for my lenses. I have a lens, what do they call this? A lens pen. I have a regular pen. And so that's what fits in these mesh pockets. Now you can also put your batteries in here if you would like. It's kind of thick enough that you can, and I have carried my batteries in here before, so you can do that. It has a key strap built in right here, so you can put your keys if you wanted to. And it has an O-ring, and you know how I love O-rings. Tom Bin has them in all their bags. They put one here. Again, it's nice to be able to attach something that if you were worried about something falling out of your bag, if you attach a key strap or your item already has a key strap attached to it, you have it here, you don't have to worry about it falling out of your bag and hitting the ground and being left behind. It will dangle and you'll have it and you'll probably notice it. So I really like when companies include O-rings in their bags. It's really important to me. So that is the front zipped pocket, again with zippers on both sides, which allows you to open however way you want. I wish the back side had that, but just a small minor complaint. Then there's another zippered compartment here, which I have my iPhone in it, and I have my Lens Coat media wallet in here. Fits really nicely. Again, you have plenty of room. If you don't overstuff the main compartment, you can actually fit a lot of stuff in here. So that's really, really great and important to me. So again, we have that in there. Now, what you're all interested in is how much equipment can you fit in here? You saw everything that I can do on the outside of the bag. How about the main compartment? So the main compartment is rectangular, and it actually can fit quite a bit. On the sides, they have small mesh pockets, not too deep. It just goes up to my second knuckle. So it's not very deep, but I have in one side my Allen wrench for my tripod. And then if you wanted to fit a lens cap in there, it does fit a lens cap, so you can put that securely in there so it's not just dangling in the bottom of your bag. So what I have in here is my EM5 Mark II is actually recording this video, so I have my OMD EM1 in here with a 25mm lens. I can fit The 12 to 40, as you can see here, I don't know if there's enough light, but the way I have the bag configured, I can easily put my OMD EM1 or EM5 with the 12 to 40 easily in this bag without having to move the divider. And there was another divider included in this bag that I don't use because this is set up the way I use it. So I have that in there. They have this little flap that's also detachable, that underneath the EM1, I have a 17 millimeter in this little pouch. So that's in this compartment right here, fits my EM5 or EM1, the 25 millimeter, and the 17 millimeter. Again, you can fit the 12 to 40 in there without a problem. Easy to take in and out. Tenba gives you a waterproof wrap, which I have right on top here. My Rokinon 7.5 millimeter. My Peak Design leash, which is my camera strap. And on the bottom, I have two Think Tank wallets for my batteries. So I carry 4 batteries when I'm traveling that much and I'm going to be out for that long. I like to have extra batteries with me. So that all fit nicely in the main compartment of the bag. So it's not terribly heavy and it's very comfortable. Again, the only nitpicky thing I have is I wish that the strap was a little bit wider and would have fit across my body better and not cut into my shoulder as much. When you have a lot of gear in there, especially if I'm carrying my Mini, this can tend to bite into your shoulder a little bit, even if you're wearing it cross body. I just wish this was a little bit wider. Now let's take a look at the one other feature that this bag has that other bags that I have do not have. So let's take a look at that. Now let's take a look at the last feature I want to show you of this bag, and one that sets it apart from other street bags that I have. Tenba has included these little rubber strips, and what they are used for is to attach to the bottom of the bag on these little loops that they have included. And this strap is sewn in really, really well, so I don't think you're going to have any problem with it holding anything. But you simply thread the loop into the bottom of the bag on either side. Just make sure that, don't do what I just did. You need to make sure, I apologize for coughing, but you need to make sure that the Velcro side, the fuzzy side, is facing up. You can attach a tripod to this bag. I'm going to use this small tripod because my big tripod is actually being used at the moment. But you can lift up one of the legs, or I have a head that's not collapsed at the moment, so that's why I'm having a little trouble there. But you can use this to secure your tripod on the bottom of your bag. So when you're going out for a day of shooting, if you don't want to have your tripod dangling in a bag or carrying it in your hand, you have the option to attach it right to the bag itself. So there it is on the bottom of the bag, hanging nicely. This is the Me Photo. I think this is the day trip. I think it's a very small tripod. My larger one is actually recording this video right now, but I have attached that one. Makes the bag heavier, of course, but you're either going to be carrying it in your hand or in a bag over your shoulder, so you make the choice. You either have it attached to the bottom of the bag or carry your tripod in another way, but it's nice to have the option of strapping it to the bag itself, and then you have everything in one compartment, one package. The downside is that now you can't really rest your bag on the floor because the tripod is making it kind of hard to rest the bag. So you would have to rest the bag on its side or somehow angle the tripod so that the 2 feet or the 2 legs are flatter. But still, I've tried that and it's not great for stability. So again, it's nice to have the option, and simply you undo the Velcro strips, sets your tripod free and you're ready to use it. And you can just keep them on here for use later on. Now, I don't leave them on the bag when I'm not using them because they're silly little rubber straps kind of hanging from the bottom, but when you want to use it for that purpose, it's kind of handy. So there you have the Tenba Switch 8 shoulder bag. It's a great bag in my opinion, very light, great for being out on the streets. When you want to hold a bunch of stuff, it's great to carry your iPad in there. Again, mini will only fit, the full-size iPad will not fit. Can carry a lot of different things, carry your tripod, water bottle. It's pretty versatile bag. I really like it. I used it before I went to Chicago and during my trip in Chicago, and other than, again, the nitpickiness about the strap width, I have no complaints about this bag. I highly recommend it. And again, for a lot of the things they thought through with having the access to the top and some of the other things I mentioned earlier, it's a really great bag. The going price for this right now, I got this on Amazon, I think it was $99. And again, it came with the rubber things for the tripod, and it came with a cover. So great price, I think, very competitive compared to other bags. Really, really like it. If you have any questions about it, leave some comments in the YouTube video and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. Check out my website at www.victoriadiaz.net. Thanks again for watching and see you next time.